Welcome to the AI Synthesizer Protocol course, where we will learn how to get onto the path of a synthesizer and how to use AI to become better at synthesizing information and make this journey more fun at the same time. AI Synthesizer Protocol will not be just a generic course on AI. It's a holistic approach to solving the most common problems of content creators and personal brands with the help of technology. So this is really built for you if you are somebody who wants to learn how to stop drowning in the sea of information overload that the internet created and start making insights from the information and turn them into new ideas, right? So whether you're a content creator, writer, marketer, or you would just like to learn faster with the help of AI, I will teach you exactly how to do it. Step by step, click by click. With the systems and methods that I will share with you, you will overcome the overload of information and learn how to present it in a way that resonates with audiences through writing, speaking, or marketing. It will be your choice at the end of the day. Now I have a lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's dive right into it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to cover in today's video. First of all, we are going to talk about what does it exactly mean to be a synthesizer. Then I would like to expand a bit on why becoming a synthesizer is a unique opportunity to start making income online, all whilst pursuing your interests and doing meaningful projects. I will do it by showing you examples of synthesizers that went viral in the past few years and the frameworks they used that we will try to replicate and even make them better with the help of AI. Then I'm going to talk about the role of AI in all of that. Next, we'll move to describing what AI synthesizer protocol exactly is. So what's exactly included in this course? We're also going to talk about the goal of this course. Who is it for? Some exciting stuff out there. And at the end, I will tell you the cool things that I've got coming for you, all of you. And at the end, I will tell you the cool things that I've got coming for all of you inside the AI Synthesizers free school community. So before we start, if you don't want to miss out on course updates, make sure to follow my newsletter. It is aisynthesizer.beehive.com. So I will share the new trainings and also the stories about the wins of our course members. Also, make sure to follow me on X, LinkedIn, and YouTube for my exclusive content where I show how I synthesize information daily. So it's Look Skyward on all platforms. And also, share this course. I need you guys' help to empower at least 1,000 plus people to become synthesizers in 2024. So I won't be able to do it without your help. So let's start a revolution together and make it happen. And a slight warning: to make the most of this course, watch the entire video, don't skip around, and don't fast forward. Also, do the exercise that I share at the end of the video and share the results in the school community inside the course assignment channel for the maximum impact. Okay, so let's dive into the heart of our journey together, becoming a synthesizer. So first of all, let's talk about who is a synthesizer in today's world. When you search on Google, here's what will appear. So synthesizer is a musical instrument if you Google, but if you're thinking of this kind of a synthesizer, the musical kind, let's hit a pause button. We won't be mixing music, however, we will be mixing something powerful. Specifically speaking, ideas. However, there is a parallel to the music that is perfectly depicted by this quote by Danko. Synthesizers are like DJs, but they mix ideas instead of music. And Dan couldn't have said it better. We're here to remix, reimagine, and redefine the world around us with the power of information synthesis. Now, to give you an idea of how powerful the synthesizer path is, let's meet some of the maestros of idea synthesis who've gone viral in the past few years and who are my big inspiration to starting this community and course. I will show you their systems to achieving success in the digital world and how we'll use their insights inside the AI synthesizer protocol to shortcut our path to success. So first up, you maybe know this man because he's the co-host of these cool games that are currently having place. It's Andrew Kirby. He started as a YouTuber and his whole career is based on synthesizing information. He literally went from $0 to $1 million income from the internet and 650k plus YouTube subscribers in a few years. And actually, he was the first person who introduced me to the concept of synthesizing. And interesting thing about how he grew on social media and set himself up in a position to mentor people like Hamza or even Mr. Beast. All what he did when creating content on YouTube was the results of 3Cs framework that is at the core of AI synthesizer protocol. So the steps of this framework are: first, it's consume. In order to be a successful synthesizer, you need to consume the right information, that is content, right? And as per Steve Jobs' quote, expose yourself to the best things humans have done, and then try to bring those things into what you are doing. So if you currently consume dopamine triggering stuff like TikTok, mindless Instagram scrolling that drains your time, you need to change your paradigm and surround yourself with the information that will shape your perspective towards the goals you would like to achieve. So the TLDR is, you don't want to be a mindless consumer, but a mindful one. Okay, so the second step inside the 3Cs framework is curate. When you start consuming information, you will find a lot of conflicting information. This might be frustrating, but as synthesizers, we need to learn how to process the information that we are consuming. So you may ask, what's the best way to do that? And it's through writing. This traditionally would be achieved by journaling, but in the era of technology and social media, we can actually take it a bit further. In the AI synthesizer protocol, we will create a digital second brain that I call Synthesizer Brain OS. So this operating system will be a source of inspiration and a place where we will curate the consumed information. I will share it with you and cover in detail in the next lesson. We will also use platforms like X or Medium to test our ideas that we are curating. The benefit of doing it is the feedback loop that we will get. Some of the ideas might flop, some of them will be good. But with the information you get, you'll be able to double down on what works and make your progress faster. Okay, so last but not least, the last step of the framework is creating. So this is putting what we learned into action and using this information in the real world. And the way that gives you the most leverage is by creating content. So previously, I gave you an idea that you can create tweets while being in the curate phase. This is a good practice for testing out waters, but as a part of our content pyramid, we should create something that is a result of a curated research or personal experience. And this is something that Andrew Kirby is really great at. From the videos about dopamine detox to synthesizing Naval's thread on how to get rich without getting lucky, Andrew always followed his 3Cs framework and presented the curated insights through the lenses of storytelling or personal experience. So this was a breakdown of how Andrew Kirby creates content on social media. This is a very important segment of this presentation, as throughout this course we'll refer back to the 3Cs framework that was introduced here. This will be a lens through which we'll view projects that we do. Okay, but to introduce even more concepts that we will talk about in the AI synthesizer protocol, there is another synthesizer that I wanted to talk about in the next segment, to give you even better idea of what we are aiming at. So next up, we have Dan Coe that I introduced you to in one of the first slides. In the last few years, he went from 0 to 2 million followers on his social media. That is Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And all of he did is teaching people how to write and pursue meaningful projects, which is essentially the synthesizer path. He shares a lot of frameworks inside his content, but there is one that we will borrow from him and use inside this AI synthesizer protocol and synthesizer brain operating system that I will share in the next lesson. It synergizes well with the 3Cs framework previously described by Andrew Kirby. So I call this Dan Coe's synthesizer framework. And here are the steps of this framework. So first is outline and start a personal project. The whole idea is to start by taking action and not learning theory without moving the needle for months or even years, which is what most people struggle with. This is why we need a project that we will be able to apply the 3Cs consume, curate, create framework to. And why is this important? Because you need to consume with the right context. If you don't know where you're heading towards, how would you know what information is useful to you? So if we looked at this graphic that Dan created in one of his newsletter issues, defining the project creates a circle that we can start exploring. Right, so this is the definition of our interests. What if we don't do that? So if we don't have a project defined, we might initially start exploring this area of interest because this is where our mind is at. But after some time, we tend to forget and unconsciously we'll start exploring other area. So for example, this one that might be even slightly similar to the previous one, but then we will start exploring another thing. And after some time, it will turn out that we completely lost focus. So no project will most likely lead to no clarity, which is so much needed to do meaningful work effectively. And talking about projects, what defines a meaningful project? So first, we need an outline so you can note ideas to fill in that outline from everyday life. Then we have milestones. So you have direction and clarity on your next steps. We need a real-world deadline that forces you to act, or else your ego will take a hit because you won't complete what you set up to do. We also need experimentation, trial and error. So you can learn from your failures in the future. That means we need something to iterate on. And project is also a lens that we will be seeing the world through. We will create it inside the Synthesizer or brain operating system in the next lesson. So coming back to Danko's synthesizer framework, we have learn as you build. So this is starting the project with your current knowledge. Do not learn first, we start first. And if we came back to Dan's graphic, this is how we turn the black dots into white ones, visualizing the transition from unconscious to conscious. And this is how we get specific knowledge. But how do you turn the black dots to white dots in practice? This again refers to the 3Cs framework we talked before. So consume, list out sources like YouTube channels, courses related to your project, and start consuming them. Then we need to curate what we've learned. So studying these resources and creating the insights from them. Then when we have curated knowledge, we can start creating content based on them. We can put them through the lens of our experience and say how it changed our vision of the world. All right, so the next point we have is teach what you learn. And why do we have this point? There are actually several reasons for this. So first is protege effect. It's a psychological phenomenon where teaching people helps you or anyone learn that information. So this is a very powerful technique that we can apply to shortcut the previous point of learning as we build. This is also why I'm sharing the AI synthesizer protocol with you. I want to take my synthesizer skills to the next level by teaching you what I learned in the last time and basically shortcutting my experience, my learning experience. Then we have feedback loop. By teaching people, you will see if your insights are clear and helpful to others. You will receive an input for next iterations of your systems. This creates a self-improvement flywheel. And by teaching people, you create opportunities for creating meaningful online income by following your curiosities. This creates another flywheel, as you can reinvest this income to make your content better and reach more people. There are many ways that you could start monetizing, but the most common are creating digital products like course or templates, selling mentorship, coaching or consulting. You just need to be one step ahead of your target customer to start doing that. And or freelancing with writing. All of these are low costs and allow you to make money. But inside this course, we'll focus on writing as the main area of creating possibility for creating income, as this is the most universal skill that you can learn. And the last point in Danko's synthesizer framework is iteration. You have to iterate to create the flywheel that I was referring to on previous slides. So let's bring all these points together into what I call the synthesizer flywheel. So we begin with the personal project. This is your mission, your playing field, where all the action happens. It can be X account, YouTube account, LinkedIn, Medium. It is your choice and anything can work, but you need to stick to it. And I would suggest to pick the one that feels the most natural to you. And start with only one if you're a beginner. So for example, for me, it was X because I wanted to test my ideas fast. I love writing and I didn't like to record video. And you already have a project. If you already have a project, then that's great, but you don't have to. We will create, I will give you ideas on how to create one, and we will start creating it inside the course. So the synthesizer flywheel can still be applied to whether you are building something or you are just starting out. So after selecting the project, we need to explore our interests. So this sets up the stage for defining the content that we want to consume, the mentors that we want to learn from, and the courses that we will take. Right? So for example, my interests are AI, writing, and mindset. So this is the content that I consume. But you will select your own interests and you will share them inside the school community. So we can find similar people to us. Then we have the learn as you build phase. This is the curation phase in Andrew Kirby's 3Cs framework. The insights that we will be curating are going to power the Synthesizer Brain operating system. Then we need to create our offer that will be showing it to the world. This will open up the possibility for monetizing in a way that adds to your authority, not subtracts from it. And what monetization does, it basically opens up the ability to become a synthesizer full-time and do increasingly more meaningful projects over time. So this is nothing you should be scared or procrastinate on. I would suggest doing it right now and iterating. Right? So based on the feedback that you will receive, a great input to evolve your personal project into increasingly meaningful pursuits. So for example, Danko kept adding to his stack of projects, from creating a newsletter to making courses to building a whole SaaS second brain application that he's building right now. So this is a great example of what's possible when you keep iterating in the right way. And this is something that I am experiencing because I started with X, I created a newsletter, and right now I'm creating this course. So when you start with one project, that doesn't mean this is your only project. Over time, you will keep adding because you can repurpose content, but I would suggest starting with only one to gain as much clarity as possible. And then this basically creates a flywheel that we will be just repeating those steps over and over again. With next projects, we'll be making the current projects better. And this opens up more possibilities for monetization, for doing more meaningful things, right? So this is why this is a flywheel. Okay, so that was even lengthier overview of Danko's framework for becoming a synthesizer. I hope that by that point you can see what I'm doing here. I took concepts from Andrew Kirby and Danko, like the 3Cs framework and Danko's graphic on gaining clarity, and mixed them together to create something new. That is, well, let me go back. That is the synthesizer flywheel that I just presented to you. So this is a new idea that slightly expands on the things that were previously said in their content. And this became a new concept that is unique to me. And I guarantee you won't be able to find it anywhere else on the internet. And this is also what Andrew and Dan do in their content as well. They stand on the shoulders of other giants like Naval Ravikant, Alex Hormozy, Alan Watts, etc. They mix their ideas to create new frameworks and new ideas that are unique to them. And this is also what I will teach you to do. Okay, so now let's do a quick summary of where we are at. For now, we talked about what does it mean to be a synthesizer, and I tried to give you a sense of intuition about the opportunity that lies on the path of a synthesizer. But for now, we haven't even touched upon the role of AI in all of this. The course is called AI Synthesizer Protocol, so I think now it's a high time to talk about the role of AI in becoming the AI synthesizer. Right? So let's face it, to complete an iteration of the synthesizer flywheel, we need to process and generate a lot of information. And this is basically where AI comes into play. Because, for example, for defining and exploring our interests, we need to do a lot of self-reflection and outline our vision and long-term goals to make sure that the interests we pursue are aligned with what we would like to achieve. Then for learn as you build phase, there's a lot of ways we could apply AI that I'm going to talk about in the protocol. So to analyze content faster, for example, for video content, we can use GPTs or plugins, ChatGPT plugins that will analyze the transcript of the video, and we don't have to watch the whole video, or we can watch it and then come back to it, and we can use the plugin or the GPT to ask questions about the video. And for example, for Twitter content, we can extract templates of successful posts that we will use for our content. We can also use it to create content strategy for our social media, right? So we are essentially using AI as a co-pilot to analyze and curate content faster. It also opens up possibility to curate the content that we are consuming. Not only can it help guide us towards content that aligns with our personal interests and aspirations that we defined in the first step, right? So we can use the interests defined in this first step to analyze the content that we are consuming through the lens of our interests. But it can also assist in filtering out unnecessary distractions and irrelevant information inside this content with the help of AI. So by giving the AI inputs from our self-reflection and long-term goal, we will be able to curate what we consume through the lens of our personal journey. And this thing is powerful, and I will show you how to use it. And the curated input will power the synthesizer brain, which will be a foundation of the next step. That is, teach what you learn. Right? So in this step, we want to package up our knowledge, and AI can help us to do that. Right? So from the synthesizer brain that will store the curated content that we processed, we'll use AI to help us write in a persuasive way using writing frameworks like PASO, APAAG, etc. And we will learn how to apply those frameworks with AI on the nodes that we'll create inside the synthesizer brain. Right? And the other thing is that AI can create a whole outline for our course or the consulting offer. And this is something that I used when creating the copy for this presentation, right? So I analyzed how other creators are doing this kind of presentations, and I emulated what they do and used also ChatGPT to make it like more engaging and more and just basically better. So the whole reasoning behind leveraging AI in each step of this process is to make these iterations faster and shortcut our path to success while maintaining or even enhancing the quality of what we are producing. This is not about producing content that sounds robotic and drives people away. We don't want to do that. If you cannot make the quality of your outputs as good as you would do it yourself, then we don't want to use AI because we will just drive people away. We want to use techniques that make your content actually better than if you were writing it by yourself. This is our goal. So now let's go over what you are going to learn inside the AI synthesizer protocol. That is course curriculum. So in the week number 1, we have AI synthesizer essentials. That is the module that we are currently in. And the lessons that we have inside this module is the first lesson is introduction to AI synthesis. So here we already covered what does it mean to be a synthesizer. I presented to you the synthesizer's mindset. So by sharing the synthesizer flywheel, I showed you an example on how to come up with new ideas based on ideas that already exist on the internet. And we're going also to talk about the goals of this community and who it is for. The second lesson will be an introduction to the synthesizer brain operating system that will be our command center of the AI synthesizer course. So I already talked about it, but I will share more details in the next lesson. The system will give us clarity on our vision and projects and store our insights from the curation and creation phases that we have one place to come back to and just basically see all of our content. And I will show you how to set up this system inside this module and show you basically how to do it step by step and ensure that you've got it set up. So the third lesson is setting up goals. That is the foundation of synthesizer's life. So we need a project, and with projects come also goals. So in this lesson, I would like to go deeper on how to create meaningful goals that will make it easier for you to stay consistent on the journey that we will be taking. I will share a framework that will help us clearly define our transformative goals that we want to achieve, and we'll sketch a big picture plan with the help of AI. I'm so excited about this lesson actually, to see what goals you guys have and how we can use AI to better define what you want to achieve. So the fourth lesson is AI curation essentials. So here we will talk about how to process and curate our insights with the help of AI. I will share actionable prompts and tools that we can use to speed up this process. The fifth lesson is writing mastery introduction. So I will create a whole mastery module on writing in the future, but this will be an introduction lesson basically, where we will go through essential principles on how to use AI to create persuasive writing through the lenses of our personal experience, our interests, and how to use writing frameworks that will resonate with people with the help of AI, right? So as I said before, the goal is to create content that sounds as you or even better than you, right? So this is something I really want to highlight, that we don't want to generate robotic content. And this is what I will be teaching you in this lesson. So the sixth lesson will be AI tools for maximal impact with minimal costs. So I used a lot of AI tools throughout the last year. Most of them are crap. So in this lesson, I want to save you some time and give you 80-20 on what to use and when to use for maximal impact and minimal costs. And the last but not least is prompt engineering introduction. In this lesson, I will show you the best tips on how to make your ChatGPT prompts better with little to no effort. So I just want to give you frameworks that you'll be able to apply to any other prompt that you are writing, and it will make the input better for ChatGPT, more clear, and also the outputs will be better because of that. because it's garbage in, garbage out, right? If you can make our prompts better, we'll get better outputs. And the best part, everything we do will be ingrained in the synthesizer brain OS that I will show you in the next lesson. So by following along, you will develop a digital second brain that will become an integral part of your personal brand. So all of this knowledge will be yours, and you will be able to just take your brand to another level. Okay, so all of the lessons that I've just showed you, I'm giving away for free inside the AI synthesizers free community. This will be the week 1 of the whole AI synthesizer protocol course. And you might ask why I'm giving away for free basically 8 hours of knowledge. So to be straight with you, I'm using it as a lead magnet for my premium community that I will be rolling out in the next months. So it's all work in progress, but I'm very excited to just gauge the interests of this free community to create something even better, right? So if you will find the value inside the free module, you can then upgrade into the whole course where we will master 5 additional areas that will set you up for success on your synthesizer path. So inside the premium course, we will have in week 2, curation and research mastery, week 3, writing and editing mastery, week 4, branding and design mastery, week 5, social media mastery, where I will show you how to apply your newly learned skills and how to use them to create content and social media profiles that could be used for any platform, right? So YouTube, Medium, X, LinkedIn, whatever you choose, you'll be able to use those strategies to create a social media profile. And in week 6, monetization mastery, right? So this is the most spicy one. And in this mastery module, we'll go through mindset and strategy that you will be able to apply to first create value and monetize it either through consulting or a product like course or ebook. So I want you here to take all of this knowledge and be able to start monetizing your brand, right? So I want to give you basically everything to get a return on the course that you will be taking. So that's what you are going to get inside the AI Synthesizers premium community. So by the end of this course, you will have all the tools to start monetizing your social media accounts. So in the week 5, we'll create this social media account, and in the week 6, we'll put effort to start monetizing it or give you all of the tools that you will be able to use to start monetizing. So I'm treating it as one big project that we are building throughout the duration of this course. So all of those modules are interconnected and will be used together to create a great project that you will be able to monetize and just basically pursue your interests through it and make money. This is the ultimate goal. And of course, inside the premium community, you will also get my priority attention. We'll do weekly masterminds and I will guide you to do the progress as quickly as possible. So if you are there, my sole purpose is to take you as fast through this journey as possible. Right, so that's it for the AI synthesizer protocol overview. Let's now dive into the goals and the vision that I have with this course and community. So my personal goal with the AI synthesizer protocol and this community is to help thousands of people gain clarity on their goals and help them pursue meaningful projects that transform their lives and allow them to earn meaningful income online. and we'll use AI to make this journey more efficient and more fun. I find ChatGPT and other AI tools to just save me time, and they actually create and make the work more fun. So this is just something that I want to share with you. And why is the goal important to me and also to just in general, right? So let's face it, most content creators quit after a few months because they lack a clear strategy and also a tribe of people to support them. So personally, I had at least 5 content creators that I considered friends, that I DM'd with, and who basically disappeared after a month or two. So I would like to create an environment that's where we will be able to help as many people as possible to overcome the challenges that we face as creators and that I noticed throughout my journey. Give you also the accountability and support during tough moments that will for sure appear. And this is why I'm creating this community. I want to create a supportive environment where people can seek for support, feedback, and inspiration also. So let's make it a positive sum game. This is the sole purpose of that. And you may ask, okay, that sounds nice, but actually, who's the AI synthesizer protocol for? So when creating this course, I have several types of people in mind that can benefit from the knowledge inside here immensely. First, we have beginners. So you're someone who wants to start your journey on social media, but you don't know where to start and don't know what actions to take. So the AI synthesizer protocol will give you systems and skills that you will be able to use to create an outstanding brand on social media. So this is the first type of people that I want to help: freelancers, creators, solopreneurs. So you already create content on social media, but you don't have much time for that. So the idea behind what we are going to learn is to create content pyramid that will save you time and maintain your brand only by working a few hours a day. Right? So we want to make this journey as efficient as possible. The third group is creators who don't monetize. Most people who are on social media struggle with monetizing the traffic they have. And as you could previously see from the curriculum, in this course, my mission is to equip you with the right mindset, ideas, and systems to start monetizing by teaching your skills through creating digital products or consulting. Okay, and the most important group is action takers. You need to implement and take action if you want to see the results. So to make it a bit easier, I'm preparing an exercise after each lesson, but of course you need to get yourself out there and experiment with the information that you will receive. Nothing happens without action in this world. Ask questions inside the community, be eager to learn, and just do it. I will help you along the way and make my best to help you out. Okay, so now let's move on to the school community. There are a few things that you need to remember. So the course and the community are the best way to get support and find your tribe that shares the similar goals and values as you. We want to create a supportive group of people who share their plans, wins, and struggles. So housekeeping, community rules, no promotions inside the community or job postings allowed. Don't advertise inside the posts or DMs. We want to prioritize only quality and well-written posts because we want to make it the best place possible. The more detailed questions you ask, the better answers you will receive. Okay, so share your wins, post your successes to inspire others, This can be your social media growth, monetization progress, new clients, or even something smaller like a great session of deep work or a prompt you came up with. Anything is a fair game. And an important thing to remember here, I will reward the best members. So by sharing your wins, you might be selected to earn a mention in my newsletter, 1-year premium community subscription, and coaching calls with me. So this is something worth doing. Okay, help others. If somebody asks a question and you feel like you could add value and answer it, share your answer. Remember, the best community members will be handsomely rewarded. Okay, and the last, quality posts. So, as I said before, quality questions get quality answers. Write detailed posts and attach images, videos, looms for more context. This will help others and you as well. Okay, and let's quickly go through channels that are inside the school and describe where to post what. So we have wins that we already talked about. In general channel, we should post anything regarding the course or community. Inside the course assignments, you should share answers to the exercises that I will assign after each lesson. Then we have questions. Any questions regarding AI, synthesizing. If you want to get feedback on your ideas, posts, profile pictures, copy, you can ask there all of your concerns. I will try to ask anything and give you feedback. Okay, accountability partner. Want to find somebody to help you on the journey of becoming a synthesizer? You can find your partner there. Share your interests that you have or the goals, and maybe you will find somebody that shares those interests and the goals, and you can become accountability partners and grow together. This is the whole reason behind this community. And AI prompt engineering, the last channel, anything helpful regarding AI or prompt engineering. And if you want to help others become more productive with AI, you can share your tips there. I will also share there my tips that I'm learning. Okay. So we're nearing to the end and we've reached to the point of the first assignment. This is something I will share after each lesson to make sure you're taking step to applying the knowledge shared inside this course. The first assignment is a warm-up to break the ice and get to know you a bit better. There's already some people inside the community, even though I haven't shared any course lessons yet. So I want to know more about what you're working on and your personal goals and struggles. So the assignment is come back to the synthesizer flywheel concept and answer these 3 questions. Why do you want to become a synthesizer? Do you have a project that you're already working on? If yes, what is this project? If no, that's not a problem. Then you can answer what will be this project, or if you don't, then you can skip this, because we will gain clarity in the next lesson. And the third one is, what are your 3 interests that you'd like to pursue on a synthesizer path, right? So just think about 3 interests that you're currently find most interesting. I think this will be a great context for our next lessons. And yeah, I would like to just know you better, get to know you better. Right, so as I said before, share your answer inside the course assignment channel. And remember, the best members will be rewarded at the end of each week. Okay, so right now we have the summary. Let's go through the things that I want you to remember from this lesson. So first, I want you to understand the power of the synthesizer path and the mindset behind it. So things like why you need to consume meaningful content aligned with your interests to then create value. Why do you need a personal project to optimize your synthesizer path? And that with this path, and just understand that with this path, you can basically pursue any interests that you find meaningful and document your journey to get unlimited content ideas and then be able to create products based on them, or consulting, or basically anything. Also remember about the frameworks that we will use inside this course. So 3C's framework, that is consume, curate, create. Dan Cole's synthesizer framework that we talked about, and the synthesizer flywheel. So these were the three concepts that they shared. And the last one is take action. Think about where you're going to apply the knowledge from this course, do the assignment, and ask questions if you have any doubts or need guidance. You can do it all inside the school. Okay, so now I want to leave you with a quote that will be our motto for this course and community. Curiosity is how the world was discovered and built. Curiosity is the path of the synthesizer. So stay curious and let's achieve great things together. I hope you're as excited as I am about this course. I'm super excited to have you on the AI synthesizer journey, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Let's go!